welcome to the Bayview Classic. This is day 9? Day 8? Day 8 of Tour of America's Dairylands. I got a front row call up here. Josh Strab on my right, Fergus Arthur on the left, Jordan Paros here, and the rest of the hit squad from Rainstorm has showed up. So we've got Alfredo Rodriguez, Brian Gomez, you see Wolfgang up there, Marcos Mendez in the Rainstorm leaders jersey, in the black there, Cesar Marte on my left with Claver on the left too. It's going to be hard. Yeah. The big dogs from Rainstorm showing up. Michael Garrison, these guys have been animating Speed Week and most of the crits in the U.S. for a hot minute now. So we know it's going to be a level up from the other days. I am going to do like a brief cover of the day before. I got a podium the day before, so that was sick. But this will probably go out before that. Might make a little short or something. But here's the first lap of Bayview. It's a pretty bumpy course. There's a lot of corners with a lot of, like, Clayton would say chunder in them. The roads out in Milwaukee are less than paved in areas, so especially coming onto this straight here, you can see the guys just getting all rattled around and how many different like patches there are in the pavement there. So that is of concern for the finish. And then this last turn, you can see everybody gets a little jostled. A lot of people weren't pedaling that at full speed, but if you chose the right line, pedaling it was actually totally fine. And then finish straight, a little narrower than a lot of the other parts of the course, but not too bad. We knew it was going to be a fast course. It's usually a little bit better on this course, apparently, to be up towards the front, so I was just trying to stay up towards the front. You can see one of the Mito Q guys and a Rainstorm rider. A Cliff Drifters rider making it off the front there. And then I think there was a Preem and Ryan Gorman there flicking Garrison through. We sent a little attack there over top of a different attack, which was one of the Empire guys later on here, 10 minutes into the race. And Rainstorm, I think with Fergus there, is just tacking down moves, following whatever seems right to follow. And here we have Ulysses Castillo jumping on the front, making it clear that him and his team are going to just try their best to keep it together. So that'll be a recurring theme also. Here we have Alfredo doing a little gap opening. No reason to close that down when he's got fellas up in the front, but for us back behind, it is pretty interesting to figure out what we do next. So big old gap, and Noah Granigan on the left, followed by Summerhill and I think Fergus, also Ryan. All the big guys are just going to follow that little attack across that gap. So Mito Q guy on the left losing his space, Alfredo diving back in. I just figured I'd follow Alfredo. He's not going to spend any energy more than necessary, and all likelihood he's going to be there at the finish, so not a bad guy to be on his wheel. 50 minutes to go in the race, and there was a big like field split. You can see them up there. They are they're hammering, and Ulysses paced it back for like 10 minutes here. You can see we're almost catching them, and people were just attacking around Ulysses once we got pretty close to the group, even though he seemed pretty keen on just slowly bringing it back. It was pretty nice and smooth just being on the wheels during that. Preem a little bit later, that Mito Q guy went from left to the right of the road following Wolfgang there. I think Wolfgang's line was fine, like I had plenty of space, but the Mito Q guy's saddle just like smacked me in the hand, so that was a little goofy. Around the next few corners, that Preem has come back, like the group that had went for it, and Evan Boyle took a flyer. This was a really good move during this race. He went pretty hard, had a good time over top of a Preem, and kept the gap for a while. A little bit later on here, he's still off the front, and it's getting pretty fast. I liked diving that sharp little corner there. Here, I'm going to do it again, moving up into a sharp corner. I felt pretty confident in this corner, just like taking the inside line. Here, Lucas Burgoyne in the leader's jersey on the outside. 30 minutes still to go in this race, and I think that's Brian Gomez up front. He is going to try and send it across to Evan Boyle up there, and he gets quite a distance. Alfredo doing the trademarked almost tempo, but letting Brian's attack reel out some time without anybody jumping over it. So Brian made it pretty close to that. He might have even caught them, but here we are, actual 30 minutes to go, and you can see, yeah, Brian has not quite yet caught Evan up front there. And I am dumped off onto the front. Juan Arango did a pretty good move to bring us much closer, and then 5 minutes later, like 2 laps later, eventually it comes back. So I attack over top of Evan Boyle, and Gomez's move, it did not work great because there was a preem coming up very shortly. And here's a preem. You can see Noah Granigan. I think he got second in that, but plenty of Rainstorm guys up there. Clever Martinez, and I caught up to this little move. You can see 2 dudes here, Tom Chester and maybe Gibbons there from Automatic. You see Ryan. Everybody's kind of sitting up, including the Rainstorm guys. Alfredo's sitting up, and this Team California dude rolls through. So Noah Granigan is off the front, and we catch him in about a lap. He had been off the front for a little bit there, going pretty hard, and he is a dude that I want to be in a break with. So we have a break of 3 right now with 24 minutes to go in the race, and we come past Noah. He jumps on. Pretty perfect. We've got this guy from Team California. He was rolling super strong too, has been all week. So we're rolling together pretty consistently, which is perfect. And then knew we were about to get caught by the field. They were like, let's split the preem, and Noah was going to give me a lead out. I guess that power is probably a little off there. But I tried to come around him, and all of a sudden their Cade came from the pack. Apparently was floating wheels pretty well, and managed to make it. He kept going though, and I thought that was pretty threatening. So I pressed on the pedals, continued to go as hard as I possibly could to catch up to Cade, and now I'm in another break. So it's 10 minutes after that first break, and I'm jumping onto Cade's wheel. Eventually we get caught like another 5-10 minutes later by Garrison and the rest of the field. So 8 minutes left in the race, and we are caught. The field is back together. I'm trying to jump back into the field here, and I'm in good position. So rolling around the outside here, top 15, top 20 wheels. See some faces that I know are going to be up there in the sprint. I've got Clayton on my wheel, and we're going to get Clayton the best spot we possibly can. So outside of this corner here, a lot of people checked up, and I was taking like the normal race line. Clever Martinez had to check up after one of those Cliff Drifters guys got him, and I almost ate it. You can see me on the right here in the red. This is Clever's camera, and I almost hit him there. I had to put a foot down and barely saved it. It felt like I was crashing the whole time. You can see I take a little bit sharper line in, and then just like wash out that front wheel at however fast we were going. Clayton made it around just fine though, which was good, and I am back to pretty much the back of the pack here into the last 2 laps of the race. So the next few clips are just going to be of me dive bombing as many corners as I can, trying to get up to 20th place, if at all possible, get some points to stay on that front row call-up. Makes the races a little bit easier at the beginning. And I think I'm past giving Clayton a hand here at this point, but continuing to dive bomb stuff. There's 2 minutes to go in this race, about a lap and a half, and I'm just going to keep making up spots. I think everybody was tired for these last few laps, so making up spots into this tighter corner 2. Didn't quite open up as much as I wished it had, but trying to keep as much momentum as possible do the best sprint I can, maybe get some points. In this last lap here, jumped on to the hot tubes guy, his wheel, and yeah, you can see the group is going fast up front, so my chances of making up many more spots are pretty low. Just gotta hope nobody's letting gaps go like this. Mito Q dude chopping the inside. I had to check up just a little bit, but I mean, we're sprinting for yeah, the Mito Q guy. Other Mito Q dude leaving the wheel open a little bit. Yeah, we're sprinting for 30-ish place, so that is expected back there. But I wanted to continue to sprint just in case I could get those top 20 places. And just figured I'd finish the race strong. Through this last little corner here, took a hot line. Wanted to catch this group. Might have made top 30 had I caught this group, but I ended up rolling in 33rd place, right past Adam Meyerson on the left there. Alfredo Rodriguez with the win. Jordan Parra, my teammate Clayton, in 4th. Thanks for watching. See ya.